we're back, man. This is Running Point. We're back after All-Star break and all that. That's Ronnie. That's Steve. That's Serge. And we got a returning guest. First time on video. This is Jonah. I just want to shout out Jonah. He was on episode like 4 or 5 with us. He was off camera. And at the time, it was our highest viewed show. So shout out to Jonah. And it was also a couple months before Kobe's statue was unveiled. So we're pretty much coming on the anniversary. So today's 2/22. Mm-hmm. On Tuesday, it's going to be the unveiling of Kobe's statue. But yeah, man, we're going to talk about the power rankings today. We got OKC in the lead right now. We got, I can't even fucking see. What the fuck is the number? Celtics. Trash. Cavs, Nuggets, Knicks, and Lakers and everything in between and all that. You know what I mean? Y'all did that this year? We got the Lakers in 7th place. We got the Rockets. We got the T-Wolves. And we got the best team in LA, the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think about the top 5 or top 10? Y'all want to start with the best team in LA, Clippers?
How is it
bottom up?
Surprised the Clippers are even in the top 10.
Even with Ben Simmons being the acquisition? You don't like it?
I don't think he moves the needle at all.
Why not?
I think he moves the needle a lot.
I don't think so. Not in LA.
Potentially.
In LA?
What you mean, overall LA?
Yeah.
Like Lakers included LA?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm talking about basketball right now. We're talking about basketball. Let's not talk about a popularity contest. We're talking about basketball, Playboy. Why does he impact the Clippers?
He impacts the Clippers because, you know what I mean? He gives them another ball handler for Harden. Harden could do a little bit of scoring. Doesn't have to concentrate on getting everybody involved. He could play make. He knows how to cut. He knows how to move. The only thing he ain't going to do for you is attack the baskets, try to score and shit like that. But, you know what I mean? Like, he gives them another option. And on defense, he's going to lock up his player and for small ball 5. So, as long as Kawhi stays healthy, we know Kawhi is, when it comes to playoffs and he's healthy, he's top 5.
So he's a playmaker on the floor. You know, with Powell, Kawhi, Harden, they can play off the ball. He can set them up. It's going to make it much harder to defend them. Even if you know he ain't going to score, he ain't going to be aggressive, you kind of still have to stay on him because of his playmaker ability. So,
sir, what do you think? Best team in LA. What do you think?
What do you think?
I'm asking a question. You like
best team in LA? LA Lakers. What you mean?
Clippers, we talking about Playboy.
I know,
say, you know what I mean?
I don't know if it's gonna make that big of a change. I think he's gonna help out defensively, definitely. But I think they're gonna be back in the play-in. They're gonna be back in the play-in.
What do you think, Jonah?
I'm talking about Ben Simmons.
I mean, it's not Ben. It's a Ben Simmons in addition.
I agree, bro. Like, that's how I felt. Like, what are we talking about? It's a different role. Ben Simmons on the West Coast now? Like, okay, cool.
Yo, you have some haters, bro.
He's in LA where he's always wanted to be.
What place is the Clippers in right now?
6th.
They're in 6th place?
Right behind y'all.
That's beautiful. It's not right behind.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Lakers in 5th place, right?
Yes, sir.
Even after this win right here against Denver?
Fluff.
Fluff?
Anyway, Timberwolves.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Ant-Man say he doesn't want to be the face of the league. What we talking about? Who wants to take the floor?
What? He doesn't want to be the face of the league?
There's no issue with that.
Do you like the fact that his mindset, he doesn't want to be the face? Or did he lose that last year or this year, early in the year?
He just said he wants it. He wants it. It's still there for him. Him saying he doesn't want to be the face of the league is not like some other players where you think he's shying away from the moment. He's really, he's like KD. He doesn't want the spotlight. And it's more so spotlight, like off the court spotlight. Like, you know what I mean? Nigga got about like 3-4 baby moms already.
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? He chill. He probably like to do his own thing. He probably don't want the cameras and everything on him like that. He's not, one of them fashion guys. He comes in his sweats, hoodies, comes to do a job and he's out. Like, I respect it. It's not like he's shying away from being the man on the court. He's just saying, I ain't trying to be the face of the league, like, off the court.
Yeah.
Is he a bad representation?
Nope.
For the league?
I'm
just asking a question.
It's very reminiscent to when Charles Barkley said, I'm not a role model, and he didn't want that Jordan energy at all. He didn't want to be that guy, right? I think it's a big mistake in 2025 to shy away from being the face of the NBA. There's way too much money to be made outside of the NBA to secure your family, your legacy, generation upon generation upon generation of wealth. Yeah, he's making millions right now for himself, but he's super young. And sometimes the younger folks get caught up in what they're doing today, and they don't really think about their future the same way. How many of these players are we seeing now leave the NBA and have a career outside of the NBA? Be doing things either on TV or in the background, right? But setting themselves up for that second career outside of the NBA. And I just think if you have the opportunity or the blessing from the NBA to possibly be the face, even if you're not that great of a face or whatever type of pressure they put on you while you're in, you're going to be recognized all over the world, and your life is going to be different for the rest of your life. LeBron has a lifetime contract with Nike. That's something that's going to carry into his children's lives, changing generations.
$300 million contract. You think should he be worried about all
Who's
that?
that?
I mean, you never know.
What's his name?
Hitman?
Yeah,
He's getting paid.
I know, but what exactly?
I mean,
A $300 million contract.
Yeah.
Should he be worried about all of that?
Well, we got a
Or
billion.
can he just live his life?
Listen,
He should just hoop.
we have a face.
Just hoop.
Our face of the NBA right now. Our
Yeah.
face of the NBA player is a billionaire in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
So 300 million or a billy, you tell me. I don't know.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
he's
but that's 300 mil off his like his second contract.
That's great.
He's gonna have 2 or 3 more contracts.
That's great.
All right, so if his second contract 300 mil,
There's one.
his third contract's
There's
gonna
one
be
thing
like
we can't
400
deny
mil.
is the fact that if you're the face of the NBA, you are guaranteed generation upon generation upon. Meaning, when you are dead and gone,
Yeah.
your family's still going to be cashing checks, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, as a father,
Cashing checks from the NBA.
yes,
Bro,
cashing
it's
checks
like
from-
it's like presidential type stuff.
yes,
But who's been the face?
like that, like
Like after you leave the presidency, they still get taken care of. They still keep their secret service. All that.
Yeah.
That's what the face of the NBA is like.
absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But yo, let me ask this though. I agree with Serge. Serge is asking like, who's the next face? Because I just pulled up the top 15 list of people making the most money off the court, and I don't see no young boys on this.
Are you?
And I'm not surprised.
Y'all remember that Netflix
That's-
documentary? With,
I'm not surprised.
Y'all remember the Netflix documentary where they was following all them 5 guys like what? Jason Tatum, LeBron, Ant-Man.
Certified.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Certified.
The Netflix joint.
Ant-Man was turning down commercials and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I ain't
But
trying
listen-
to do that. I'm trying to go home, play PlayStation, and
Beat
chill.
up.
trying to
Yeah,
ball.
beat up.
But listen, this is something that was told to me when I was
I
young,
feel
and
you.
it changed my life. Somebody told me one day, and it just stuck with me. They said you got to look out for your future self. And when somebody told me that, I actually sat there for a second and had me stuck. Like, look out for my future self. Then I thought about it, and this man was referring to food. I'm like, yo, you gonna finish your food? We had a soul food spot in Alabama, and he's like, nah, I gotta look out for my future self. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be hungry tonight. And then I thought about it much deeper than that. And I said, damn, like, I don't think I'm looking out for my future self well enough. I was 25 years old when I thought about that. And then I started thinking about my 30s and my 35, 40. Where am I gonna be at? What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And I started setting myself up after that. It really changed my life.
Mm.
He is not a young man thinking about his future self. He is a young man that's living in the moment, as most young Black men do.
Yeah.
Very so.
And he needs a role model or somebody that's going to be there for him that say, yo, you need to look out for your future self. Shut up and say yes to this. Take that commercial. Be the face of the league.
It all
I,
depends.
like I feel you, bro. But everybody's different.
Yeah.
You have a kid?
I have 2.
Okay. Chances are, and we all hope the same thing, that our kids outlive us.
Yeah,
You have no control over your child's life when they're gone.
that's
When
true.
you're gone. Now, what about your children's children? What about your children's children's children? Do you love them?
Of course.
But you don't know them.
But you don't
Yo,
think Adidas is
like
going
I feel what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Like, I really do feel what you're
You
saying,
know what I'm
Steve.
saying?
But everybody is not the same, bro.
You're
Like,
right.
And like honestly, we're still even talking about people that are making the type of money that they make.
Yeah.
Like, I feel you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I feel you. But everybody ain't LeBron. Everybody is not Kobe.
Yeah.
And that's the heartbreaking part, because you got all the talent in the
but we gotta
world.
accept people
Ain't
for
there's
what they
not-
are.
But we
Like
gotta
when
put it-
when he
Yeah.
smiles, you know who I see when Ant-Man smiles? MJ, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, but you got
But he's not saying he's not putting effort into the game. He just does not want to be the face. I want to play basketball. There's
But
nothing
this
wrong
is
with that,
a
bro.
business.
Understand.
This is what you have is
Yeah.
God-given talent. Not so you can just play on the court, bro.
Yo,
Like that's not what you got the God-given talent for. You got the God-given talent so that you and your family and your generations
I feel you.
can be set.
I feel you.
But who has been
My
the
point-
face? Like, who's been the face and who's reaped the benefits
What do you mean?
of what you're talking about? The face of the league. It's been like, what, 8 people?
Oh,
I mean, there's an argument there for how many it's been. Yeah.
Total.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would say 7 or 8.
That's
Like,
for
yeah,
yeah.
I feel you.
yeah.
So, that's not, I don't think that's a bad statement on his end. Like, that's realistic.
like what I'm trying to say is I agree with everything that
That's
you're
a-
saying,
how
and you're
could you
100% right.
Word.
Yeah.
The generational setting up for generations, I'm saying he's already there. That contract, that 300 mil, is like he's already at
Falling
that
into
point.
it.
Okay.
Now,
He fell
now
into
it's
it.
just which direction does he want to
Okay.
go in? Do I want to be in the spotlight or not? My family, if I'm making the right decisions,
Jay.
my family's family, my children's children is already set right now with my first contract and how I could set up to live my life.
Right.
Like, and the way that's what I went at. That's why when he said he doesn't want to be the face of the league, I didn't take it a certain way because all his work has shown that he's trying to be the best version of himself on the court. And that is the number one, the priority. Keep the main thing the main thing. So from that, like, he is working to keep his family in position.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you a question. Kanye West made one comment.
Mm.
And how many,
Bush don't care about black people.
how quickly did we see $1 billion turn into $1 million?
It wasn't even just $1 billion turning into $1 million. It was Chase shutting down his accounts. It didn't matter if he had $1 billion or
I mean,
One comment changed his whole status.
yeah, but now we getting into a
Right?
different, a
Yeah.
different.
But what I'm
lens.
saying is like, but,
that
the,
it could go
but
away.
the point I'm trying to make is that you're saying 300 million he's securing. That there really is no cap on what secured really is, especially nowadays.
True.
Right.
Very true.
Like MC Hammer, who had 50 million, 100 million, right? Ended up being broke by rich people standards. Or even Mike Tyson, who came out of prison broke.
Yeah, but we're talking.
Yo,
that's,
no amount
that's,
of money is going to stop them from not going broke. These individuals that
Yeah.
went broke, no amount of money is going to stop them. We got to accept people for who they are.
So
And what if my question is to y'all though is what if he just talking, bro?
Yeah.
Because they ain't going because he already feels probably like they ain't going to give him the face because of who he is and how he is. So he's just saying what he's saying. Yo, Anthony Edwards is a competitive dude. You think he wants somebody on the court telling him that they the face of the league over him? Nah, fam. I think he might just be talking, bro. Because he don't feel like they're gonna give it to him anyway. So he just saying it. But deep down, a competitive dude like that,
We see it.
he
whoever
want
it is, the face of the league, he about to attack him.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
speaking of that, I mean, we're going to a person that at podiums, right? He kind of like doesn't give you the full truth on everything, or he kind of like leaves sly comments. That's LeBron James. Like that's the next team, the Lakers. You know what I mean? Like, does he not? Is he always truthful?
Speaking of
Honest?
LeBron,
No, I'm saying that's what, we're not talking about
Talking
that.
victory
Lakers
over the
just-
Nuggets.
But
Lakers
we're talking about that.
Hey,
I'm just going through the power rankings, dog.
Lakers
Don't-
just
I'm just going through the power rankings,
Don't
dog.
intro him like that.
I'm just going through the
Come
power
on.
rankings, dog.
Listen
Can I go
to
through the
that.
power rankings? I'm just saying, like,
that
this
was
is what I'm
kind of
saying.
wild, though. That was a wild take
It's
on
not.
his intro.
There's been a couple of times where he's been at podiums and he doesn't really be truthful. What I was saying, like, snap, like social media pictures be left. What did he say about Kevin Love when he was on the Cavs? Like, he just does shit to kind of, you know what I mean? Stir the pot. That's what Ant-Man just did.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
the Lakers obviously just acquired that white boy that's out of shape and all that. In the second place Lakers or the second place team in LA and all that. So what are your thoughts?
We're number 4 now, just to let you know.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, we just
As of
won
that
this
win,
game
right?
right here against.
So we just went up one more slot in the
Denver.
West.
Doesn't matter.
like that's our first real test. Luka looked like he was having fun out there for the first time in a Laker uniform.
Word.
We beat Denver. Doesn't mean much, but it means much. Like, just because we're able to get over that hump mentally, that should let them know, let us know that
We
It's
ready.
a different year.
Yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
ready.
saying? Yeah, it's
We
different
ready.
teams right now.
We
Like,
ready.
you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
this is a joke. Like, we really gonna do this?
Yeah.
We really good? DJ, come on.
That's Luka
Yo,
and
bro, it's,
LeBron.
it's part of the power rankings. We got to talk about it.
You
no?
absolutely
And
right.
We talk about Knicks and Lakers and everything in between.
Okay,
sir.
so let me
we
ask you
have to talk
something.
about
Let
it.
me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Sure.
What do OKC, Cleveland, and Boston Celtics, what do they all have in common?
A great team.
Yeah, you think so?
Solid team. Good
The
pieces.
Knicks haven't beaten any of those teams this year. They're
That's
0-6.
Are we fully healthy?
They're
Are
0-6.
we fully healthy, though?
0-6.
Are we fully-
y'all
we're not.
fully healthy.
We're not.
0-6.
Mitchell Robinson's not back yet.
Against
stop
OKC.
mentioning-
And the cat is still out of place.
Boston Celtics.
Stop
Cleveland.
But is it not a
He's
true
not
fact?
somebody that's in and
It's
out
a
of the
true fact.
lineup. It's
Hold
not
on, first
like
of all,
he's out.
I'm kind of battle. I'm
No, you're
4
not.
against 1, clearly,
Right
right?
now.
4 against 1.
You brought this on.
How did I bring it on?
You are.
I'm being honest. Are we fully healthy?
Listen.
Yes or no?
Yeah, you guys are healthy.
We're not fully healthy.
Wait, what is not fully healthy? Like
We don't have Mitchell Robinson. OG just came back from an injury. We're not fully healthy. Let us get our wings first.
get your
Come on, bro.
wings.
Yeah, we're
What you mean?
good.
How
We're
long do you
good.
need for that?
We're
How long?
good.
How long you need?
Just as much time as y'all need too.
What you
We
need?
good.
Wait, what?
Y'all
Luka
0-7.
winning.
Y'all 0-7 against the top
It
team.
doesn't matter.
You know what I'm
Regular
saying?
season doesn't
And I
matter.
said 0-7 because you got to include the Lakers in there.
Oh,
Like, so-
right.
you know what I'm saying?
0-7.
We
Anyway,
the top team.
We're not fully healthy. I mean, understandable. I'm boxing here. Like
I
I'm
mean-
not classing y'all.
I mean, Stephen A.
I'm
was
not classing
Stephen A. is like the biggest Knicks fan I know.
I don't
right?
care about Stephen A.
And he said the same thing. He's like, "Listen, man, like we're mediocre, right?
Mhm.
We're not stepping up to the
He's
the real
dramatic,
competition."
as he always is. Always
Okay,
is.
sure.
I'm not emotional. about
All
it.
right, you're absolutely right. What place
Oh,
are you
we're just
guys
not
in right now?
healthy.
What place are they in?
We're in third.
You're in third place. Okay,
You
so
know that already.
all right,
You
you're
know
right.
that already.
So you said earlier, you said what, an episode ago? Yo, I bet the Knicks go further than the Lakers in the playoffs.
Yeah, I stand by that.
So okay, so stand by it then.
yeah.
Let's
I mean,
put some Beyonces on.
We're not doing none of that. What I'm saying to you, but I didn't move. I didn't move at all. It's going to be the same. We're going to go further than you guys.
You gonna go further?
Yeah,
Where y'all
absolutely.
going? Eastern Conference Finals?
I say that. Yeah.
Okay.
I for sure say that.
Okay.
No. I mean, my nigga, I never seen you sit like this before. Why are you so comfortable now? I've never seen you sit like this before. Like, disrespect.
This nigga means that.
All right, let me
I'm
just
saying,
say.
I've never
Hold
seen
on.
a nigga-
Let me join in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Rodney,
Yeah.
let the owner hit off on this. one.
Yeah. Anyway, we got we got the
We'd be like, DJ, we bad.
Ja, we got Ja.
We bad.
We got Ja in trade talks possibly.
That's
Trade
crazy.
rumors. This upcoming off season, but the
Were
Grizzlies
those
are
trade
crazy.
rumors legit?
We don't know.
And where to?
We don't know. We don't know, but this is just what the talks are swirling around. Supposedly, the general manager of the Grizzlies obviously kind of like killed that, nipped it in the bud a little bit. But
As he should.
I mean, he's a big market. He's big
PR.
money, and the smaller market team can't afford him eventually. So maybe they're trying to get him off the books eventually. I'm not.
So if he gets traded, does that cancel his max? Oh man, so the same thing, huh?
The Supermax, yep.
Same thing as Luca.
Mm.
He's eligible for it. You got,
So
there's requirements to be
Do
eligible
you think
for
these
it, though.
GMs are learning or are paying attention to what happened to Luca, and they're like, "This is going to be a new thing now,
Well,
new
they're,
trend"?
they're taking it back to league. It's not a players' league anymore. I think slowly they're going to trickle that in. You
So
know,
are they going to kill these max contracts by trading these younger players that may be like
yeah.
issues?
These max contracts are made to help them out, actually. That's to help you be able
Smaller
to
market.
to help you be able to keep your superstar. So a big market is not able to pay a superstar the same money as a small
Right.
market. So Ja Morant, in theory, should be getting more money from the Memphis Grizzlies to not leave. Now, as far as that super max contract, I don't think he'll be eligible for that. You gotta be all NBA,
65 games. Yeah.
yeah, and MVP consideration. You got, have some qualifications, which Ja Morant.
Or All-Star games? Like, doesn't they say, or you got to hit a certain amount of All-Star games?
I don't think it's all star. I think it's all NBA, defensive player, MVP. I think those are the
Yeah,
categories.
I know the All NBA or All Defensive player, right?
Yeah,
Yep. Or
MVP.
MVP candidate,
right. I don't think it's all star.
but no All Stars.
I don't think so.
Do you think that it's just like the fact that like how Luka obviously shook up the world in a sense, really? Like, do you think just general managers are just on edge right now, where they're just willing to try anybody and everybody on the roster potentially?
No, that's a good
No.
question.
You don't think so? I mean,
I mean-
because Luka's a standard, right? He's the best player out under 27, 25, however you want to put it. Right? He just got traded.
Right.
Does that give the bravado back to these general managers that they can trade anybody if you step out of line? if you're a diva, if you're bigger than the team, if you're, you know what I'm saying?
I think
That's all.
inadvertently that happened because in players' minds, like Anthony Ant-Man said it. He's like, dang, if Luka could get traded, that means any of us could go, right?
Right.
And he was like, yo, I don't want to go nowhere. Right. So I mean, inadvertently that may have happened. But I don't know if the owners are like feeling that way. I mean, maybe in the larger markets, definitely not. Maybe in the smaller markets, they're like, yeah, but the smaller markets, like you said, need that. They need that supermax.
Yeah, they're not.
So
trading.
I mean, like Memphis trading Ja, they're not going to get equivalent of that back.
Maybe
It's
you're
gonna
not
be
supposed,
bad for business.
Yeah.
but is it bad for business? They
For
don't. They
them.
don't really. They're always really good as an organization, and then they kind of like flutter. Then they're really good, and then they flutter. They fluctuate all the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
You know what I'm
bad for
saying?
business
Mhm.
because you're gonna lose seats. You're gonna lose paying seats. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
now,
You see
you're
how
talking
Dallas
about-
reacted to this.
Huh?
Dallas reacted to losing
Yeah.
Luka. It's going to be the
I'm
same
not-
thing.
But I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just saying this what happens in the NBA. Like team free agency, you might lose them to free agency. Like you don't know.
You're not
If
gonna,
you're gonna
but
get
that's why
something
you
back
have the
for 'em-
max contract. They're not going to
Yeah.
be trading away their superstars, partly because like you need them to sell seats. You see the fan reaction,
Is
and you're not going to get equal
is
value
Dallas
in
considered a
return.
small market or a large market?
Yeah, I think that matters.
No, I'm just asking. Is it a large market? Considered a large in the NBA? Is it a large or a
It
small
doesn't
market?
matter.
You said it doesn't add value.
No, I'm saying, is it a large market or is it a small market? Because he's talking about small market teams need to require, but they just traded away Luka. If it's
I'm
considered a
not
small
talking
market.
specifically about small market teams.
Okay.
Teams in general.
Got it.
That supermax is there to help every team.
Okay.
Now, small market teams could take advantage of it more so because their players are more liable to leave to a bigger market. But it's there to help all teams. A organization, especially seeing the reaction from the Luka trade. Nobody thinks that was a good trade.
Mm-mm.
Like, you know what I mean? Other general managers and ownership is not like, oh, I agree with the Mavs. They wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's like it's a look at this, like this shit could happen to you if you know what I mean, don't fall in line with the organization. But at the same time, the player brings more to the organization than the organization brings to the player. And superstars, stars, like the top of the
But
top.
there's also certain franchises that are just built through the draft, and that's pretty much it. That's their cap.
You could do that.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the Grizzlies are just one of those teams that just does that, and they're okay with just letting Ja walk or trading Ja. And you have
You think
these
they
general
really
managers
are,
that
though?
have egos, huh?
You don't think it's like a rumor? You think that they really are okay with trading?
I mean, if it's bubbled to the surface, it has to be something, some underlying. It could be an attitude. Who knows?
What it is if, look at Ja's numbers. They're down this year. He's playing less than 30 minutes this year. All his numbers are down. He hasn't captured his aura. Now, Memphis is still winning. And that's one thing about Ja. Ever since he came into the league, Memphis has won.
Yeah.
Whether he's off the court or on the court, his aura within the team carries.
Yeah.
Except for that season where he was all the way out.
Yeah.
They didn't win. But when he's
But he also has solid players on the team. Desmond Bain is
Shout out to
Jackson.
Desmond Bain. He just got a jersey retired at TCU.
yeah,
So
he's
shout out
an
to
excellent player.
Yep,
So,
Jared
yeah, he does
Jackson,
his thing.
GG Jack. What's his name? GG.
Desmond. Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, to your point, it's only 20 and 7. He's
Yeah,
averaging.
and his numbers are down. So, but they're number 2 in the West. So,
3.
and his numbers
What's
are
his
down
career
because,
average?
like I said, he's playing less
What's his
minutes. So
career
I'm not
average?
sure what that's
22.
about. He has missed some games. He had
But-
a
And
hip
this is
issue,
down.
foot issue.
Because
So
You think he could be hurt right now, just playing through injury?
26 and 20.
It's possible, right?
possible.
But Jared
Yeah.
Jackson stepped up his game though. That's probably why too. His numbers have probably.
Or maybe he's
Not
just.
saying it's a bad thing that
I
something
can definitely see him taking off in the playoffs. Once the playoffs come around,
Who,
he's
Ja?
probably stepping
Yeah.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah,
He could be coasting right now.
yeah.
Like
I
did he
agree.
pull a Jimmy Butler where he's just coasting until he gets to the playoffs?
Yeah, I don't blame him if he
You know what I
is.
Jimmy Butler is 35.
No,
John
I'm saying,
Morant's
no,
not.
I'm talking about in terms of like just the competitiveness.
I agree that,
Yeah.
of course, John Morant's a star. I expect him to pick it up.
Huh.
But the fact that he's coasting, there's no reason for
but
you
they're,
to be
they're
coasting.
I don't
second
think
and
he's
third. But they're
coasting.
second and third right now. What? Like why?
I understand. There's no reason for you to personally be coasting.
Yeah,
You're a
I
young
agree.
player in this league. Like I was just saying,
They're-
secure your future. Securing your future is playing up to your best.
I think
Yeah,
he's
So he's not. If he's coasting, he's not doing that. I don't see no reason for him to be coasting.
When did he come back
Come back
from his previous injury? Sometime last year.
It was late
Yeah, I think
last
he-
year, right?
No,
Yeah.
I think he missed last. He
And then
came
he
back
had a
last year,
shoulder.
then he missed it.
and then he
Missed the
yeah,
rest
then
of
he-
Yeah, then
Oh
hurt
yeah,
his
he
shoulder.
got injured right
Yeah,
again.
he hurt his
again,
shoulder in
right
the
again.
season.
It makes sense why he don't got his groove back though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes
Could be
perfect
hurt.
sense. Yeah.
He could, or just
Yeah,
healing.
he expect shit in
Fit in
there.
He don't
back
got to
into
be
the
hurt. He
team.
could just be healing.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Sure,
Yeah, word.
It could be.
Yeah.
But
Playoffs would be a beautiful time to step it up too.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm
will be.
confident he will, though. I'm
now,
confident he's
but
going to
with
bring
Memphis, we got to be. They're second in the West, right? But like a lot of these teams,
third. They're third in the West.
No, they're second now.
they're second.
second.
Yeah,
Memphis?
Denver has moved up to be
Grizzlies?
third.
Yeah, we just because of the loss tonight.
And they missed the playoffs last
Oh,
year.
okay, yeah. So Denver dropped and the Lakers went up
Yeah,
because the Denver just lost.
to the Lakers.
So Denver's 3,
They
Lakers
swapped.
are 4, and OKC's 1, and then Memphis is
But
2.
Memphis is starting rookies. Edie, there's another rookie on there that is getting significant minutes. I'm not sure if he's starting right now because of the injuries.
Jalen Wells.
Jalen Wells. Yep. So now they're both solid rookies, but
Yep.
they're rookies.
Mm.
So being number 2 in the West, Ja's definitely gonna have to step it up.
He will.
Like
I
he
think
has
will.
to.
I think he will.
You can't count on rookies during the playoffs.
Nah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Who's in 7th place right now in the West?
I got you. Give me 1 second.
Why?
Because
Why?
if we were to stop right now, that's who
Oh, who
Memphis
they
would be
playing?
playing.
Team under the Clippers. Clippers is 6th,
Yeah,
right?
Clippers
So
are 6th.
cool.
6.
I mean,
Ooh, Minnesota.
Ooh.
oh,
First
I would
round?
love to see that.
That's
yeah,
that's
me too.
That's
Okay.
great.
Me too.
Okay.
That's great.
Ja versus Ant-Man
Ja
2
and Ant.
potential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
Box office.
That's
I don't know.
round
Memphis
one.
That'd
might,
be round
not,
one.
Memphis might not want to see
Huh?
Minnesota
That's round
round
two.
1.
What you mean?
They've already played once before in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who won that one?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who won that one?
Ja.
Ja?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember his
Okay.
pops walked on the court, gave
Mm.
Anthony Edwards that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he have a game winning layup or something like that in that series or something? Maybe. Ja?
That'd be excellent for the NBA.
That's exactly what you
That's-
need.
Our redemption song for like Ja, and then obviously the whole face of the league situation. This can kind of like help both of their stocks rise.
Who y'all got in that series?
Who
I mean,
I would say
I'm going with Ant.
But
Nah,
Ja, man,
Randall got
they're
enough.
just a better team.
I would
Ja.
I would go with Ja
Yeah.
too.
Ja's
But
better team.
listen,
Ja's
that
a
don't
better
mean
team.
it'd be easy. That's a tough
It'll
first
probably
round.
not.
And that don't mean Ant couldn't pull it off.
Exactly.
It could be that bubble where
But
Donovan Mitchell
gotta
and
go with the better team.
Jamal went crazy with 50 pieces,
yeah,
like back to back to back. It could be one of those.
but the better team won.
No, I'm saying, but it could be
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those.
but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying in terms of like the momentum. That's what I'm saying. For
Yeah.
both of them to have great
I can
performances.
see Ant-Man taking it to another level just because he's playing John now.
That too.
And they lost before.
Yeah,
And
he
I
just
can,
needs to play the
I can
Ant-Man
see
twos, man.
I
Stop
can
playing
see
these
the
ones.
the
Ant-Man
return of God. What did Larry Bird say? God playing
Jesus
basketball.
Christ.
God, it's Jim Shorts.
God, Jim Shorts. I can see that.
I want
think
to
they
see
match
Ant
up
trying to
well.
guard John Morant.
Me too.
He'd be trying to guard the best player.
He
Yeah,
sure
what he
do.
did last year to KD, man, that shit shook me, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was
So y'all
Yeah, he's
y'all
nice.
say Grizzlies in that series? That's
I
what y'all
said
say?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going
I
with
got
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I got
It's really only
Minnesota.
Ant.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
else?
I
KD
can't.
is inconsistent.
I don't
Julius,
know.
Julius
Yo, how
Randle.
many levels he got?
Yo, I know I
Big
said
Daniels?
Grizzlies,
Oh.
but I might be with you.
Yeah,
It might be
bro.
Ant-Man series right there.
But think about who
Yeah,
was-
I got
tell me
Minnesota.
who the Timberwolves.
Their defense, they got,
Mike
they got
Conley,
Rudy.
Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius
Oh,
Randle.
I said KJ.
Rudy
Nazir.
Yo, not having Cap
I'm
to
not-
me is big.
Exactly.
That's-
I'm not
that's
worried.
Dante.
But do you
I'm
need
not
Cat
he's
against the
inconsistent too
Grizzlies?
this year.
He was playing well once
Yeah,
he
man.
started.
They got
but then
legit
got
2
injured.
stars.
Who?
The Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies
Ja.
are starting 2 rookies.
No, I'm talking about
But they
with.
also have Jerry Jackson. They also have Desmond Bain.
Yo,
They also
that
have Ja.
playoff lane
That's
is
3.
different.
That's only
You
3
got
people.
2 rookies starting.
Who you rely on in Minnesota?
Them
Mike
playoff-
Conley's
You
older
got-
and
you
he's
got-
also injury prone.
But they're not rookies. That's a whole
That's-
veteran team.
that's
That's
IQ.
only
That's
like,
okay.
You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
you
you
still
under,
got
you under,
Julius.
underestimating the
You still-
playoff
you
lane.
still- regardless
Yeah,
of what
he's
you
in-
feel.
So the
consistent.
rookies, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He's inconsistent.
Yeah.
Cool.
It comes down to the superstars.
Julius?
Yeah.
You saying?
And DiVincenzo. But we'll see. I mean,
That'd
Yeah,
be
we'll
a
see.
great first
Yeah.
round,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
would be a great first round.
For sure.
now we got Denver. Jokic is crazy stat. Jokic is 47 triple doubles away from catching Russ and the
What?
most active players. He's only 47 triple doubles away from catching Russ for first place in triple doubles
That's wild.
ever. Is that not crazy?
That's wild.
That's fucking nuts.
That was
Double
sneaky,
check
huh?
Wild.
huh?
Double check.
Bro, I'm
It's
telling
like
you.
Russell Westbrook had 4 seasons of averaging a
Bro,
triple
I'm
double.
telling
So did
you.
Jokic.
He's 47
Crack.
games away.
So did Jokic.
Damn.
That's
practically.
wild, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And he's the first center to about to average 10 plus assists.
Mm.
Yo, greatest Greatest overseas player ever?
Oh, I'm about to say you're
He's shooting 47% from
Oh
three.
shit!
Greatest overseas player ever?
like
Y'all not
Still
willing to
could
put,
beat the Lakers
Huh?
tonight, though.
Y'all not willing to put him in greatest all time conversations?
nah, it's too early.
Just
Come on, man.
Really?
We're not done yet.
The story's still
Really?
Yeah, let's hear it up.
You
You got
know,
him. Where you got him?
I don't know where I got him.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying he's got to be in that conversation.
No, he doesn't.
He has
just
3
because of the
MVPs.
rings. Just because of the rings. But he's got to be above wherever we have Dirk, though, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I just said greatest overseas player ever.
Does he have 3
that's
MVPs?
cool with the great
Or is it
team.
2?
Yes, he
3.
has 3 MVPs.
He should
And
have
he's-
4.
isn't
Embiid
he-
didn't get it.
Isn't he one again right now on the MVP race?
He's
I
the
think
favorite.
it should
Him and
be Shea.
Him and Shea are favorites.
Shay's getting it.
Shay's like 8 games
That'd
above.
be- It'll be burnout.
I hear that. I hear that.
Vote fatigue.
I hear that.
Like there was a smaller gap, which he's
If he
closing
gets
the
to
gap.
2, it might be his again. Fam, them numbers are ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, my nigga.
Not true. We've never seen it before.
It's like
Yeah.
29.
But,
And he makes it look so easy.
but are we
Effortless.
glazing him because of the fact that like
No,
he's
that's
not
no
playing
glaze.
against
Stop, bro.
big centers? I'm just asking.
No,
He's
that's
not
no
playing
glaze.
against
No,
traditional
that's
centers?
facts. That's
That's
facts.
what I'm
Stop, bro.
asking.
Yo, I would love to be talking about Embiid like this, bro. Just as another black person, like I would love to be talking about Embiid like you can't, fam.
Yeah. No, I know. But it just
I
in terms
can't-
of
I
like
can't be
Embiid
glazing
is
the nigga.
plagued by injuries and laziness.
Whatever the
And
case.
Embiid
Yeah.
has like a historical
Yeah.
season.
you can't.
They did like Embiid had a historical season. That's if you're a great center,
still it wasn't
you're gonna
upset.
have history on your side right now. Like Jokic would not be doing this if he was in the 90s.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't be doing that, bro. This nigga won 3 championships. I mean, 3 MVPs.
Listen,
A championship, and you trying to talk like this?
Listen. When I say he wouldn't be doing this, it's not he wouldn't be great.
He'd be playing against Shaq and Yao
Yeah,
Ming.
Okay.
you'll be facing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
what-
wouldn't have-
And then you
Alonzo
playing
Mourning.
against him.
like, listen, he might be in the running for 3 MVPs, but he ain't getting 3 MVPs.
David
Oh,
Robinson.
okay. Okay.
Like, there's a difference in that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you was just about to put him the greatest of all time talk.
I said
I would have
the
put
talk
him.
gotta be there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if he was in the 80s, 90s, he'll be like, you know what I mean? Top 15 talk. It's a difference. Like, right now, like, based off these numbers, if he got 2 more years, if I need him to win championships. If you're gonna be
That's a
putting
fact.
numbers like this,
That's
I
a
need
fact.
championships.
But also keep in mind, this era is super offensively charged. It was
Yes.
a more defensive era
That's a
2 eras ago,
Right.
right?
That's
so
facts.
like we're in it's a different era.
But
Right.
he's getting beautiful
And,
numbers. my nigga.
and
Beautiful
we got
offensive.
and the game has changed to where our big men are not in the post anymore. They're not in the paint. They behind the 3-point line with Steph.
But that might
And
be
he's shooting 47% from there.
And he's killing it from back there. Like, all right, so let's reverse the roles. Like, what if MJ was in this era?
Thank you. Thank you.
But but honestly, like if MJ was in this era, he'd probably be shooting 45% from behind the line also.
I don't know.
MJ?
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
was just he had adapted to the times.
Yeah,
If he was in
It
this
would
era,
be
but that,
45%
bro.
from-
I don't know about that, fam.
MJ would have been like a
MJ was
37, 38. He would have been like Kobe.
nah,
Yeah.
you're tripping.
What?
Nah, he
Jokic
would've-
is just at
He
44 right
He
now.
would have been 38.
Yeah.
Shit,
He would have been like 38,
Jokic is at
39.
44.
That man, like, listen, like we
44%.
listen.
Yeah.
I don't hype up Michael Jordan like everybody else here, but like MJ shot 50% for his career from the field.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I
Like,
feel.
like
Yeah. Like I hate.
Yo,
I'm
we're on
funny,
the topic.
like-
Can we stay on the
Yeah,
like,
like-
so we got Russ.
it's just crazy.
We
Like,
got Russ.
We just throw numbers out sometimes, not even thinking.
We got
about it.
Russ as a surgeons
That's crazy.
or addition to the Nuggets. What do you think Russ's role has been, or what have you seen from Russ that you haven't seen previous
I don't
years?
know.
Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
Energy, I mean, that we haven't seen in previous.
Yeah. In the last couple of years.
Seems like he just want revenge on LA. That's it.
He could be himself on this team, right? It's not like there's no other superstar, right? It's Jokic, but he's not superstar personality.
Right.
It's in Denver. Jamal Murray is not a superstar. Like, he could be himself. There's young guys on the team. Russell Westbrook, he loves being looked to as being a helper or somebody who could do something, being in position. They got young people on the team that they need direction. They need something specific from him, like energy. He could provide that. And he does a little bit of everything. He allows Jamal Murray to focus a little bit on scoring. So that's helpful. He could get other people involved and pushing the pace. They
He
was a
plays
slow
defense
team.
too.
Yeah, you can play some defense. That's the thing about Russell Westbrook. He doesn't play great defense, but he's up to the
plays
challenge
it,
to
yeah.
stop somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll go for that.
Mm.
But the main thing is just changing the tempo.
Any concerns or anyone want to speak on Russ? Like what you've seen recently that you didn't see in a couple years ago?
Nothing like he said. He's just super competitive. Like he's been competitive his whole career.
Mhm.
So even though he's like on the downside of his career, I don't think his competitiveness has changed at all. I think it's like still on a rating of 100.
Mm.
So Russell Westbrook is one of those players guaranteed every time he gets on the court, whatever he has, you're getting 100% of it. Like he's gonna give you 100%. He's not gonna ever sell the game short. He never has.
Yeah.
That's his reputation. And he plays with a chip on his shoulder all the time. Like he'll find a reason to try to come for your head. That doesn't mean that it's gonna equate into him getting those numbers that he used to get, but he's gonna be impactful on whatever team he plays on outside of the Lakers.
He doesn't cheat you. To Stephen A's words.
What's
Yeah,
up,
I know.
Ronnie? You all right?
I mean, I'm all right. I was just laughing because on the Lakers, this nigga was averaging like 18, 6, and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough.
But I mean, he's
Sadly.
only doing 12, 5, and 6 now.
Don't say it wasn't good enough at the time. I mean, they just love to hate Russ for whatever reason. His
Oh, yeah.
greatness. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Like, you guys have any concerns for the
Yeah.
Nuggets? What? What I say?
The Lakers.
For
The Lakers.
For the Nuggets?
The Lakers.
Yeah, that's a concern
That's
for
their
them.
concern.
Yeah, you saw what happened tonight.
Oh,
they caught a 20 piece.
I thought y'all were
Mm.
trolling or something.
20
I don't
piece.
really think that's.
Mm.
I think
Barbie-
Where they playing? They played in Denver tonight.
Mm.
They caught a
It's not
20
really-
piece at home.
it's
Mm.
nothing. It's a regular season
guess,
game,
yeah,
guys.
it's-
like,
Damn, bro.
do you think Denver
Oh, that's your
overlooked
team,
you
guys.
guys?
You're not a Knicks fan?
I am a Knicks fan.
Okay.
I'm just giving a perspective as a fan of the NBA. That's all. I think you guys, in terms of what Ronnie said earlier, was good and bad. The fact that like you guys put in your hard hat, Bron led the way in terms of like this is what needs to be done tonight, and y'all did that. That's all.
Hmm.
And I think Denver just didn't. I think Denver just showed up. I don't think they played well. That's all.
Yeah.
Without having anything to do with how the Lakers.
Denver
play.
scored 100 points tonight. They played. They just got beat by
I
a
mean, it's
better
the
team.
NBA now.
They got beat
Steve,
by a better team.
everyone scores 100 points. That's not really an indicator. That's not a good indicator.
Okay,
That's
so
a good- that's
I
a
mean,
solid
but like
point.
we're not 0-7 against the top teams.
That's fine. But again, that's fine.
That's an indicator.
The Nuggets
Again,
are
tonight was
0-7?
it was okay,
Who's 0-7?
huh?
The Knicks?
The Knicks are 0-7. But you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, it's
The
It is
thing
what it
to
is.
worry about Denver is they don't have a bench. Like the people that they're relying on for the bench are young folk. They have a great starting five.
Hmm.
Great starting five.
Who?
Denver.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a great starting
I agree.
five. One of the best starting fives in the league. So that's what they're going to rely on. They're going to try to slow it down during the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That half
team-
court game, you don't want that in the
You don't.
playoffs.
You don't want them to keep it close because in the fourth
No.
quarter it's going to be a 2-man game with Jamal and
For sure.
And
Jokic.
And they got plenty of experience together.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah, too now.
Michael Porter Jr.,
I
Aaron
ain't changing
Gordon.
the tune.
They
Just
playing
keeping it
well.
real.
It's,
You look
it's
sad.
a respectable.
Here
What
we
you said?
go.
Bro, what are you talking about?
What'd you say?
Continue your soliloquy, sir.
Yo, you such a
Continue-
hater, bro.
Continue your soliloquy. You go ahead.
He's
You
such a
you
hater,
vibing.
bro. He's just
My
such
bad
a
for cutting you
hater.
off, sir. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you done fucked it up, son. I don't even know what you're saying. Man.
Such
I
a
don't know what
hater,
you're talking
bro.
about.
What are your
Yeah.
So what are the expectations?
For Denver?
For
Yeah.
Denver?
Nobody wants to really see him.
That's a fact.
What place are they in right now? They just dropped
Fourth or fifth.
fourth.
Yeah, fourth.
Nah,
or
they
fifth.
like third.
They're third. They're third.
They're third.
The third. Oh shit.
So who's sixth place?
The Clippers. No.
Right now, it is the Clippers.
Yeah, that'd be an easy one for them.
Yeah, what they lose to Minnesota? Like how many games last year did they lose?
Six.
Seven.
Six.
I
Was-
thought,
I thought it
I thought
was
it was seven.
Yeah,
yeah,
seven.
they won 7.
It was seven.
Yeah.
You think they're just gonna be tired, man?
That's what it is.
Granted, they didn't make it to the
five.
conference finals last year, but
That's
they
a good
still
point.
went 7 games.
Yeah.
So you think they just tired and burnt? Because
No excuse.
I'm not
Last year
saying
they
that.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's an excuse or not.
Yeah.
You know, a fact is a fact.
What do you mean, like mentally or physically?
Yeah, both.
Well, they lost. So, I mean,
Bro,
mentally, if you take a L in
Yeah,
a game
man.
7, you might be hungry the next season.
No,
I
you're
feel
definitely
you.
hungry.
I feel you, but like, how many years of conference finals visits has it been in a row? and then you lose in 7 games after winning the
That was the conference
championship
finals
the year
last year for
before.
them?
The year before. No. The year before that.
No, they played Dallas.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Dallas and Minnesota,
It was
right?
Dallas and Minnesota last
Yeah.
year. Yeah. In the second round. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying, yo. But regardless, like that's energy, bro.
Yeah.
Mental, physical. Jamal body still trying to like
Heal
look
up
somewhat resemblance of an
his calf.
NBA player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, in fairness to Denver, they're in third place and
Yeah.
they're not playing like they're mentally checked out.
No, they're not. This year, so far,
They got a nice joke from Westbrook.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
they've been playing
Yeah.
really well.
And
this
that
last
might be the
stretch.
key factor right there. That might be.
It's very
Honestly,
true.
even
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan's playing well.
Yeah, he's
Right. Some
getting
of the minutes that he's getting.
Yep.
He's found like the fountain of youth for whatever reason.
That's
So,
true.
But that's their weakness is the fact that they're
Yeah.
still relying on a player like DeAndre Jordan. Their
Yeah.
bench is weak.
they're young.
But in playoffs, they're
That's
not
right.
relying on DeAndre
They're
Jordan.
not. I'm not saying
No, I'm
relying,
not saying that.
but
I'm not
like,
saying that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He should
But
be a
those
veteran presence.
listen, the bench matters in the playoffs though.
Facts.
Yeah.
But
You
just
know,
the rest time.
If you got, your 4 to 5 players on the bench with the exception of the Knicks, right? It matters, right? It matters.
I don't even know how we got into this. Like, how do we even
I
get
was
like
going
Because the
straight?
Knicks,
How do we
because the
get
Knicks
straight?
won like 1 player off the bench, 1 or 2. You already know that.
Yeah. Y'all basically in the same position. Like y'all got some of the same issues. Y'all gonna tire out.
So we're going to talk about an Eastern Conference team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Bobby Portis just recently got suspended for
Tom
25 games.
Thibodeau, right?
Tough one.
Huh?
Tom Thibodeau, right?
Yeah.
It was stupid though. It was
We be trying to
his
tell him
mistake.
about Thibodeau.
Can we? The
Stupid.
Bucks. Yeah, like so. Bobby
Stupid.
Portis.
Bobby
25
Portis made a
games.
stupid
Yeah,
mistake.
I was just trying to ignore these two.
I know.
That's all. But
I,
continue.
I'm here for you. Sometimes
Anyway,
I try to.
Continue.
He took a pill from his agent's guy that gave him a pill that was going to help with like back pain or whatever pain he was going through.
It's Tramadol, yeah.
Tramadol.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
and
Toradol.
and it was supposed to be Toradol.
Mm.
They told him it was whatever it was. The fact of the matter is, if you're a professional athlete and there is a list of drugs that you're not allowed to take, your team has medical staff that's available to you 24 hours a day for any medication you need. Had the team given him that by accident, then the medical doctor would be the one suspended and not him.
Mm.
But for you to take a pill from just some person, right, that's certified to give you medication rather than a team, a organization's complete staff of doctors. Like, I'm not saying he did something shady, but he definitely did something stupid. And he's paying for it, rightfully so.
I can't say he did something stupid. Cause he only did something stupid if he's telling the truth, and I don't believe that. Cause
Oh, okay.
you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
Like-
so you don't believe him.
It can't be because that is stupid.
Okay, so in fairness,
But no ma-
that's why
but
I'm
no
saying
matter
it's
what
stupid
angle,
because I want to believe him because he doesn't have a history of like anything
But that's
like crazy.
stupid, though.
It is stupid. It's stupid.
but
'Cause-
there's something stupider.
Actually taking your performance enhancing drug and getting caught is stupid. But like, damn, my nigga, I'm a professional
But
athlete.
it wasn't a
and my
performance.
man's giving
Yeah,
me
it
a
was
pill.
pain medication.
It wasn't performance enhancing.
Pain
Huh?
medication.
It wasn't performance enhancing.
I mean, whatever.
it was a
That's
pain.
why I call it PEDs. That's why I
Oh,
call
okay, yeah. It was a pain medication.
But it's
Yeah.
like a opioid,
Yeah.
some shit.
But it's like,
That'd be
yo,
even dumber.
Nah, it's just like a really extra strong ibuprofen.
No, I'm saying, but I'm saying like it was whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, he's suspended 25 games,
I don't-
and that's just going to cost $2.8 million.
What?
Yeah.
so now,
Exactly.
all right, let's run the course.
Oh,
Like, what if he's telling the
gosh.
truth,
Generational
right?
wealth.
What if he's telling the truth and the assistant told him that, yo, this is this, and he took it, now he's out of $3 million.
Yeah.
Bro.
You ain't going after that assistant?
Hell yeah.
Facts.
All right, so let's see what happens. If he's
True.
telling the truth, let's see what happens.
But the assistant probably don't even have $3 million. I mean,
Shit, nigga.
I don't
But
give
to
a word.
Yeah.
But you just made me lose $3 million.
oh my
Right.
god.
But Steve, so
and not
to
only
your
that,
point,
my
they
reputation.
Yeah.
so they had the ability to appeal the decision, and they chose not to.
What?
Yeah. So Doc Rivers stated that it was gonna be worse if they had this dragged out. So to Ronnie's point, I think it's a little bit more than meets the eye.
So you think if they dug deeper, they would have found out
Something
more?
else potentially.
Yeah. Giannis is on some shit.
That's what
I
potentially.
mean, shit, I don't know how
He got that LeBron treatment, maybe?
I mean, was he?
Yeah, he said it was
is he?
too- it was
Does he have a
dangerous-
drug problem?
I
Because
feel
that's an
you.
opioid.
Yeah, that's another one.
You know
You
what I'm
can't-
saying?
You can't even replicate
maybe
that if you
maybe
try.
we're just thinking about it
Nike
like
got it all locked,
PEDs,
bro.
but maybe it's a drug issue.
But
Is this
yeah,
his first suspension?
but they're saying it could have alluded to a suspension like further out into the season, maybe
Yeah.
into the postseason potentially.
Yeah.
If they decided to appeal it and
They
drag it
can't.
out.
They can't afford it.
Yeah.
They can't afford
So
to.
that's why they were saying take the 25. And
How much is
Yeah.
his regular salary?
Not
Good
that
question.
much.
Check that for you right now.
I mean,
3 million. I
enough.
mean, I'm sick just thinking about losing 3 million.
3 million, man.
Right.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What makes it worse is like it's 3 million for like
Oh,
start-
he makes annual 12 million.
starting right
Damn,
now. Like,
Damn.
like he's not getting paid
That's
for the rest for these next 2
25%.
games. Like just basically
A
the rest
quarter
of
of
the season.
his annual
That's
income
right.
gone.
And then he comes back with 4 games left in the season, which is stupid.
That was
Wait,
crazy.
He's coming
jump
back
shot
with 4
there.
games?
Yeah.
Left
Essentially,
remaining,
yeah.
in the
Oh,
regular
Like
season.
4 or 5
He's gonna
games.
do
Yeah, he'll be
25
back
games.
for the playoffs and all that stuff. So,
Like,
I mean,
What do you think their concerns are? Obviously, aside from one of their key bench players not being available.
I mean, depth. They did get Kuzma, so Kuzma could alleviate some of those issues. But Bobby Portis brought them energy,
Mhm.
yeah.
intimidation.
Mhm.
Toughness.
Yeah, so they're gonna miss that. But you got Giannis as long as he's healthy.
but
Which,
he's on minutes restriction right now because he's come back from the calf strain.
so
I mean,
Dame's
is this a
also
good time
injured.
for Kuzma to shine and kind of get his minutes in with the team and build some chemistry?
He got to
Yeah,
He has
mature
to.
with
He
it.
has to.
If he's mature, he can.
Kuzma's mature. He's
No,
a
I'm saying that
championship.
sometimes he can take boneheaded stuff. Because remember, being in Washington for how many years?
I mean, but
And just doing whatever.
that's what they need though. They need that dynamic, you know what I mean? Gonna break the offense and do something wild and get you some points. Obviously, some days it ain't gonna work, but some days he's gonna be hot and Damon Giannis could take a break. So this gonna give Kuzma some more freedom. Now he knows he ain't gonna get pulled out.
I mean, and he's
You know what I'm
recently,
saying?
he recently got engaged to Winnie Harlow. You know what I'm
Word,
saying? So, you know what I mean?
true.
So he might be on the high right now. He might
You know?
chase that. Yeah, you never
Yeah,
know.
that might be
Real
this might be the
Yeah.
best thing to happen for Kuzma.
That's
Real
what I'm saying.
talk.
Mm.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
place are they in?
They're in 5th or 6th.
Fifth or sixth?
Yeah.
5th or 6th right now, yeah.
So they
What do
would
you-
be
Any concerns for you?
no. I mean, I don't think they go deep this year. Like I said, I think the Knicks go further than Milwaukee this year.
Ooh, they'd be playing the Pacers in the first round.
The Bucks. That's easy.
Damn.
Number
Because
5
Tyrese
and 4.
hasn't been himself this year.
What's up with
Miles Turner?
Tyrese?
I don't know.
Didn't the Pacers back them off
one
last
of these
year?
days we gotta do a deep dive on
Yeah.
Tyrese.
Facts.
Ever since he got hurt last year, he ain't
Yeah.
been the same.
Facts. It could be that.
I mean, but damn, you got hurt last year. Like you
Remember
already
that-
came back from that, did the Olympics.
Mhm.
Now
He
it's
didn't play
past
in the
All-Star
Olympics.
break of this year, and you still
He
ain't.
didn't play. He didn't play. in the
Yeah,
Olympics.
he ain't play because of.
He might not be
Stats.
himself. I'm saying he might not be himself. Is what I'm saying. To that injury.
That's what
You
I'm
talking
saying. It's
about
been a
Maxey?
year from
Or,
now. though.
No,
Maxey?
because a lot of people like. I mean, even though it's like a not a major
Tyrese
injury.
Maxey?
Yeah.
Nah,
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
Halliburton?
Yeah.
Just like
Oh, okay.
that injury. It's a hamstring, but you don't know if that can kind of like turn down his gear. That gear that he needed to kind of like push the offense.
Typically, the hamstrings
Because-
go because of dehydration.
But then how does Spicy P make the All-Star game and then Tyrese does? It's weird. You know what I mean? It's just it's something where I don't give a fuck about
Or
Indiana.
maybe it could be the Pascal Siakam. Because remember, he got hurt, right? And that's when Pascal Siakam got traded to the team.
Yep.
He tried to come back a couple of games to get it flowing. Then he played the rest of the season, never really capturing the same flow he had in the beginning of the season.
Sure.
Maybe we're looking at it as post-injury. Maybe it's post. What's the nigga name?
Siakam.
Yeah, Sakia.
Siakam.
Spicy P?
Siakam.
Siakam
Spicy
trade.
P?
It could be post the Siakam trade that maybe he can't capture it.
I mean,
Don't know.
Pacers have this history of like players that get injured and then kind of don't come back the same.
Mm.
You know,
Right.
we saw
Yeah.
with Danny Granger.
Or-
We saw with Paul George,
George,
even
for
though
sure.
he came back and got better later, but that injury,
He got really skilled.
you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
got
way
MVP.
better.
Yeah,
He's probably the
MVP level.
anomaly.
yeah.
Paul George.
He got
Yeah,
way better.
after the injury.
Yeah, he got. Yeah, he was. Remember, he
When he went to the
no, that was
Thunder.
OKC. He was on OKC.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
He
never
ain't
mind.
get
Yeah.
way better.
No, he
I'm
just
thinking
got more
Pacers when we
skilled.
talked about it, but he was on OKC. Was he on OKC?
No, when he got hurt, he was
Yeah.
on Indiana.
He
Then he
was
went to
in Indiana.
OKC.
Yeah,
But
he just
did
refined
he
his
was
skills.
He was a finals MVP. Well, not a finals MVP.
he got
He was
a
a finals
MVP
he had a great
consideration.
season,
MVP
but he didn't
consideration
get
top
better.
two.
He didn't get better.
Yeah, no, I just thought I thought his skills started to shine more.
He
in
got
the
more
back-
mature. Remember, in
back half
Indiana,
of
he was
his
a younger
career.
player.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
That means
But
you get
still,
better.
you got refined more. But my question is for Halliburton.
He didn't
Yes.
get better. The nigga, he
got-
lost his athleticism. He just
Look,
got
you lost-
smarter.
My nigga, if you
Jordan
tell
got-
if you tell anybody that they not better 5, 6, 7 years later, fam, I think they gonna have a problem with that. So if you say that to Paul George, you might have a
Thank
problem
you.
with that.
I'll
fam.
tell him that right now. He ain't better than he was
Yo,
5, 6, 7
relax,
years ago.
relax.
Right now.
Right, watch.
Right now,
Right
now he
he
definitely
ain't
MVP.
better than he was last year right now.
Shit, what the kids call him?
What?
The GOAT. The
Yeah, they
GOAT.
call him.
That's crazy, right?
That's
Carmelo
wild.
He got
Anthony's
2
son.
meetings.
Carmelo Anthony's son. That
I
was
mean, hey,
crazy.
I don't know the second meaning.
I mean,
The GOAT is a bad term too, right?
What?
what?
GOAT.
No, it's not a bad
I
term.
don't- I've never
Nah,
heard of
not when
that
the
term.
kids was referring to.
I know, but not when they were referring. But I'm just saying, the GOAT has 2 meanings. You could be a GOAT could be a bad thing or a good thing.
I just don't know the bad thing. I'll
Yeah.
look it up since you're not
Yeah.
saying that. I feel you.
What are the expectations for the Bucks?
For the Bucks,
Yes, sir.
second round.
I definitely think they're gonna beat the Knicks in 6.
Nah, I don't think they can beat the Knicks.
You're not even saying
Really?
it confidently.
I don't
It's
think they.
Giannis.
Nah, I think
He's always
that,
hurt going into the playoffs lately.
Why you don't think they can beat the Knicks?
I think that the Knicks are
Why do you
gonna.
think they
When,
can't beat the
when
Knicks?
healthy.
They're
With
gonna
Giannis?
come into the playoffs strong, and then they're gonna tire down by like the
I mean,
third
for
round.
sure.
The Knicks?
Third
Yeah.
round.
The second round, maybe.
No,
Yeah,
if they
they
make
not.
it.
they're gonna go to the third round. I've been saying
Conference
this. Like y'all
finals?
looking at me crazy.
You
Like
guys been saying this.
I've been
What?
saying the Knicks are gonna go to the
East Conference Finals.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow.
I've been saying it this whole time. It's not.
Yeah.
Well, the only person should be surprised is you.
I am surprised.
But I think that they're gonna burn out in the Eastern Conference Finals. I keep saying that.
I don't
If they make it there.
Yo,
I don't think.
All right.
Peace.
All right, Chase.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, man. Y'all bugging. Anyway, it's expectation. We talk about the Bucks. Y'all trying
Wait,
to
what
jump on
is
the
your
Knicks.
expectation?
On the Bucks?
No, for your Knicks.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh,
this year.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Yeah.
it's doable.
What?
I don't
y'all
see
have
it, but
nobody that's
it's
gonna
doable.
defend Giannis.
At all.
Everyone else stands around excited for Dame. 2 people can't beat us.
Y'all can't stop people.
They can't stop us. We're number 2 offensively in the entire league.
Yeah, but
So
you
stop
just,
us. Defensively, they nice.
you just got.
Defensively, are they nice?
Can I-
Are they nice?
Can I answer the question?
You're not answering the question, though. Fast enough.
All right. You just need to have moments of stopping people. You don't need to be able to stop people.
they-
from
they-
Knicks,
I got
honestly,
you.
the
Yeah,
Knicks
no.
struggles
Stop
on
it.
the East Coast have only been Boston and Cleveland.
Mm.
They
Thank
can't
you.
beat them.
Huh?
The Knicks'
heard it,
only
nigga.
struggles on the East
You
Coast
heard
have
it,
been Boston and Cleveland. Those are the only 2 teams they can't beat.
We
They're
can't.
gonna have to run into
It's just
them.
regular season. That's all.
So how you expect them to get to the conference finals?
Yeah, true that.
Because we're going to win.
Are they 1 and 2?
Mitchell
I said they're
Robinson's
going to
gonna
go to
come
the
back.
Eastern Conference Finals and lose.
Cash gonna move
yeah,
to
they're
the
gonna have
4.
to beat one of those
Come on,
two
baby.
teams.
We good.
No.
Josh Hart's going to move to the bench.
Because
We're
I
good.
think in the playoffs they're
We're
going to
good.
beat them,
We're
but
good.
they're going
We're
to burn
good.
out after.
Don't entertain this Joker. That's all.
I said this like
No Jokic.
I know what I said. Like I
didn't ask you. I'm not saying that you don't know what you said.
Yeah.
I'm asking you if they cannot beat the top teams. And
I-
the top teams are the
I
Cavs.
don't.
And
Now, when I also said that I think Cleveland goes to the finals, and y'all looked at me crazy. But I also said that the Knicks are going to lose to Cleveland. They're going to beat Boston. That's what I've been saying.
Who's gonna beat Boston?
The
The
Knicks.
Knicks, nigga. You heard it. Like,
I said,
y'all niggas is
look
deaf
at me
now?
crazy. All you want is fine. It's fair.
out
I
of
mean,
all the
let's
teams in the East,
Let's
that's
go.
the team you choose.
Let's
that
go.
the Knicks
But
are
this
gonna
is
beat?
not new. Like
Let's
I've
go.
been saying, when I
Say,
said
when you talk to Knicks, all I hear is losing. I don't hear be hearing shit.
that's what you
See
said
what I'm
last
saying?
time I said this.
See what I'm saying?
But like I said,
Knicks
I've
is
been
6,
saying,
nigga.
I said
Knicks is
LeBron
6,
is going
nigga.
to play the Cavs in the finals. I said this at the beginning of the season, and y'all looked at me crazy.
Expectations.
Yeah, that got
Can we get-
nothing to
am I
do with
right?
the Knicks.
Yes.
I've been saying LA and Cleveland in the finals.
That ain't got
For the
nothing to do with
Bucks.
the Knicks.
Bucks. Expectations. Anybody? Going once.
Second round.
Second round.
I agree.
Second round?
Yeah,
Okay. On the sneaker talk.
unless
We
they play the Knicks.
Stop it. We got the Jordan 12s on the table today. Obviously the 12th silhouette. Shout out to Tinker Hatfield. These are obviously the cherry red 12s. The inspiration comes from his time in Japan. He found their fashion sense, even though he doesn't have one, to be very inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, he don't. So shout out to Jordan. Shout out
Man,
to
them
Tinker
Jesus
Hatfield.
fly.
No, they
Yo,
are fine.
and so you know, the anniversary of these coming back out is March 1st. They come out next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boom. There you go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yo, that's beautiful.
Tune in live, so you know what I mean?
I'll be grabbing them.
Those are working.
Tune in live.
The same one, red ones.
I think
Elimination
they're-
Chamber.
they're either the black and red or the white and red. I'm not sure. But
Those are marketed.
obviously
Sam.
the white and reds are not.
The red
but,
ones are beautiful though. Yeah.
but the
those are
black and reds
beautiful.
for sure.
Not to make this a joke, but someone that can't wear 2 shoes anymore, LaVar Ball, just recently got his foot amputated. No disrespect.
Yo, DJ, out of all the segues you've ever done,
That's
No,
fucked
I'm
up.
not saying disrespect.
this could have you could have went a couple
we gotta cut
different
that out
ways
there.
with
My
this
bad,
one.
man.
Nah, you
Could
gotta
have went a
keep that
couple
in.
different ways with this one.
No disrespect, man.
That's
Shout out to
going-
a
that's
black
going-
man that was in his kid's lives. Don't laugh at me, man.
That's going viral, dog.
DJ.
I'm just trying to be.
I'm just.
Shout out to your sons,
Why are you trying to clean that
Jello,
up?
Mello, Lonzo, man. Shout out to Lonzo too, man.
Yo, I'm
Your
crying,
injury history,
bro.
your knee, you coming back successful this year.
Mm.
Shout out to you. Jello having the #1 song on the charts. Obviously, LaMelo, all-star snub, but playing very well on a shitty ass team. And yeah, that's it.
Speaking
That's
of
all I'm
shitty
saying.
ass
Nah,
team,
shout out to LeVar Ball.
Yeah, shout
smiling
out.
in the pictures.
Yeah.
That's what I said when I saw
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I said,
wasn't trying to make it a.
because
It's going to sound like a joke, but I didn't want to sound.
Yeah, nah, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure. You just
yeah.
caught us off
My
guard
bad.
with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really put your
I
foot
didn't
in
know
that
how
one.
you
That was a perfect storm. That's what that was. That was
Don't do that, man.
That was wild.
Oh man! Oh, y'all crazy. Y'all can't. Can we get back on track?
No, you can't.
I just wanna.
Yo, just hold it down. Just take accountability for that one, yo.
I didn't mean it to be like a joke.
Mm.
Bro,
It was just a segue, dog.
bro, you said
yo.
to somebody that,
That was a
can't wear
beautiful
2 shoes.
segue,
Yo, don't make me laugh,
The
dog.
king of the segues.
God forgive me, man.
Oh,
But
man.
I want to say, I want to, you know, I want to shout out to our boy Greg that's here today. His
This
favorite
nigga
player.
said word the whole time and shit.
His favorite player, Carmelo Anthony's just recently signed with NBC
Ooh,
as an
shouts out
analyst.
Carmelo.
Shout out to Greg.
25, 26. Shout out to
Wow.
Greg. What do you guys think about Melo joining, obviously, broadcasting?
I'm shocked.
Why?
I didn't see this from Melo.
Mm.
I didn't think he was a good communicator, but according to Greg,
Nigga been getting better at his podcast and
According-
shit.
No,
Greg.
shout out to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Oh,
yeah,
So I don't know if y'all remember, but when COVID happened and everybody was doing their online thing, Mello was doing the wine
yeah,
Yeah.
podcast where he would talk to people
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and he
Yeah,
would
yeah.
pop an expensive bottle of
Yeah.
wine.
Yeah.
Yo, he was good.
Mm.
He was good. It was
Mm.
it was regular conversation. He wasn't talking like Kendrick Perkins or anything like that, like with the media credentials of somebody who's been trained and groomed to speak in front of a camera. But great stories, great analysis of the game, and it was a connection between him and the audience. Like I just always thought he had those 3 things. So
I didn't catch that vibe.
that what'd you say?
I didn't catch that vibe from
Did
those
you watch
series.
any of it?
Yes, I did. I watched
Okay.
all of them.
That's fair.
I didn't catch that vibe. Even in 7 p.m. from
NBC
Brooklyn,
caught that vibe
I ain't blaming them.
for sure.
You said what you said. I said it caught me
Yeah.
off guard, but I'm taking Greg's word for it. He said he's improved immensely. So
I would
Yeah.
I
agree,
didn't see it coming, and I think a lot
Really?
of people wouldn't have seen
I
this
would
coming.
agree with Greg with that because I think he's not safe, but he's coming from a player's perspective and he doesn't try to bash the player.
Word. That's the
He
Yeah.
kind of
connection,
gives
right?
the OG critique of what the player
Yeah.
should and shouldn't do.
But he's
I
more of
think
a
that's-
slow pace.
No, but he's good. But he's good though.
But I'm
Like,
just saying for the
yes,
commentator.
that's the only thing he has to speed up. Yes, for sure. But I think just the OG perspective in the locker room and gaming up these dudes, I think he's really good at that.
Hmm.
I haven't really heard his basketball analysis, so I don't know what that looks like. I'm looking forward to it. But I think Melo's going to do really, really well. I didn't see this from a great player, to be honest with you.
Huh?
That's all
I
I
didn't
was
see this from a
saying.
great. A lot of great players
You-
don't go into
You
the
guys
media.
weren't watching his most recent podcast either?
Which
the
one?
one that does what?
7 p.m. in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
we watched.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I just didn't see this. That's all I'm saying. I didn't see him putting on. Let's just say if he does a suit and tie. Which
The
I
one
don't
thing
think
you're
he
right
will.
about is he does talk slow,
Yeah.
but I think that's his style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, because
Make it work for him.
when Tony Romo came on, he talks fast as hell, right? But his analysis is on point, like one of the best analysis,
It's different
right?
because Tony Romo was a quarterback, so it's a little different perspective. Melo wasn't the point guard, let's just say. He's coming from a small
Melo
It's
forward.
was
not
the
even
black
a
hole. What are you
perspective that you're talking about. We're not even talking about people's perspective. He has to have a good perspective. I'm just talking about
Oh, yeah.
His ability, right?
He's a professional. He was a professional baller. He has to have a good
Facts.
perspective.
That's so. When
Is
I'm
it-
saying I'm surprised by it, like that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Like, no, I haven't watched the new season of 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Why?
Right.
Because the first season wasn't that good to me. To me, based on how Melo was communicating,
Got you.
I used to say, like, literally, I feel like Drake said it to somebody about the album years ago. Like, it's a tough listen, and it was a tough listen.
Wow.
Damn.
It was, according to Greg, it's been immensely improved, and he's given it most improved podcast of the year. That's what Greg is saying. So I have to take his word for it. And NBC has backed his word.
You know, I think what they did though too is they
give it
added. But I honestly, like to that point though, I think the reason he got better and he got sped up because he brought on Rudy Gay and he also brought on Monica McNutt as well. And also, I forget the black dude's name that's on there. So he kind of like
Mello,
where his talking
Jesus
point
and Miro.
isn't as long.
What's
So
his
he has to
name?
speed up his talking points.
So you saying
Cause
he's
he-
not as he's not as improved as I think?
No, he's
The
improved. I think
podcast
he's
is
improved.
improved,
Just,
but
I'm
not-
saying he's slow. He just,
pod is improved.
maybe he just slow talking.
Was it the slow speech? Was it the slow communication?
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think
It's
both.
just a tough
I think
listen,
both.
man. Overall, it was just a tough listen.
Got you.
But on top of that, though,
Yeah.
NBC also signed Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford, Dirk Nowitzki,
Reggie.
and Blake Griffin.
Wait,
Jamal
say the lineup
Crawford.
again?
Dirk.
Reggie Miller,
We know Reggie's
Dirk?
good.
Reggie Miller,
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Jamal Crawford,
Jamal's good.
Jamal's good.
Mike
I don't know.
Tirico, y'all
Yeah.
play by play,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Taylor Rooks, Dirk Nowitzki, and Blake Griffin.
Yeah,
like
I
it.
never
Who,
heard
wait,
Dirk.
Taylor Rooks?
Taylor Rooks.
Sexy black joint. She's usually on Bleacher Report.
Okay, yeah.
She did an interview with Jaylen Brown one day.
Oh, so
Yeah.
she probably gonna be sideline
Had
reporter
the woo
type
walks
joint.
out. You know
So
what I'm
they,
saying?
so they got Taylor, Dirk, and Blake do the studio coverage,
Taylor, Blake,
and Dirk
Dirk.
and Dirk
and
do
Dirk,
studio
coverage.
studio
I mean, 'cause-
coverage like
'cause
what,
Blake
like
was on 7
TNT
PM in
studio,
Brooklyn.
like
Right,
inside the
right.
NBA type joint,
NBC coverage.
But yeah,
that's all it.
to that. Yes.
or sideline reporting type joint.
Prime.
Oh, I'm kind of interested to see
Primetime?
this show.
Prime. No,
I mean, I'm
Amazon
trying to
Prime.
see
Okay.
NBC back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing games and shit.
NBA on NBC.
They better have a good little
It seems
theme
like they're
song.
trying to compete with ESPN because isn't TNT going to ESPN now?
Yeah.
I mean, but
It is. That's the
It's
same
regular.
family. Yeah, that's
it's regular for the NBA season.
Okay.
Like during, like after All Star break, they start having games like the weekend games on ABC.
Uh-huh.
Now those games are just going to be on NBC.
ABC used to do
Oh,
like
okay,
Christmas,
gotcha,
right?
gotcha.
Christmas. They used to do
Yeah,
that.
it used to start on Christmas, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's what I'm assuming.
So,
Okay.
It's gonna be on Prime,
Yeah.
so you like it?
NBC, and all of the associated
So
networks.
you guys like it?
I'm interested to see what that looks like.
Yeah,
Serge, you like it?
I like it because it's the next thing.
You gonna give it a chance, Jonah?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna give
Just, you know,
everything a chance.
I mean,
Mello, you know what I'm
they're
saying,
gonna
Mello?
be doing the
I'll
basketball.
give
games.
Melo another
I'm
chance
saying
too.
it's Mello, baby.
I'm gonna give Melo a chance too.
Once a nigga, always a nigga. You're
Yo,
not gonna.
I like Melo. I'm not trying to gas Melo. I genuinely like Melo. I just thought his podcast was a tough listen, so I'm not trying to insult the great. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
insult the great at
Yeah.
all. That's my personal opinion.
Yo, tough
That's my personal opinion.
Yo, that's such a rough statement to say, right?
And I apologize, but
Oh,
y'all
no,
keep
no,
making
no,
me
no,
say
no,
it.
no,
Y'all keep making me
Yeah.
say
I
it.
kind of agree with you. Like I agree with you. In the beginning, like I could see the critique with Melo's pod. Like I could see the critique with Melo. He wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't ready.
Huh.
I mean, I got my own pod. I'm saving my critiques. I don't want.
No, we need to.
Gosh,
How
I'm
we
saving
gonna
my
get better?
critiques and
How we
shit.
gonna get
Like,
better?
Y'all
This
allow
nigga
we gonna get
Melo
better?
be in the comments and start critiquing.
How we
me
gonna
and
get
shit.
better? We gotta get better.
Yo, y'all
Shit.
allow DJ to make these little caveats after the LeVar statement. Let me also say, I'm a casual fan. I am a casual. I will pick up on something today and hear something different tomorrow. I don't do my research.
Yeah.
According to what I heard a couple of times, that's what I felt. And it was at the beginning. I'm
No.
assuming he
That's
made
a valid
improvements.
statement. Valid statement because I definitely felt the same way, kind of.
Appreciate it.
So if you like this episode, you found this episode to be dope, like, subscribe, and all that. And we out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.
But